Hi creators, how are you doing today? Welcome, thanks for joining me. Today I'm gonna play with alcohol inks. Okay guys, I bought this paper by Pixis, alcohol ink paper. It says it's for alcohol inks, watercolor, acrylic painting, and more. It says with a smooth surface and 5 inches by 7 inches. So here it is, 5 by 7. Now, I don't know where my metallics are. You know I love metallics, right? You know I love my metallics. And I have a group of them, not sure where they are, but I bought a lot of different colors, as you can see here, by Pixis, I think on the internet. You can also use these in epoxy resin, okay? So what they recommend is that you mix your inks with alcohol. Okay, I think it lightens the color a little bit. So here's my alcohol. And you can get these little bottles, and it's just a really, really thin opening there to squeeze out the paint. But I wanted to just see what the difference was between just using a straight paint and then, you know, the straight ink, and then this ink. So I have a good one of these done in the lemon, so I thought I would just show you guys real quick. So all as you do, you can have an idea about what you want to do, where you want to go. Let's just kind of go up here at the top. Okay, so there's a few drops, and it does kind of want to move around. But you know how you see people move it and actually create lines when they're doing it. Oops, sorry. I think that's when they possibly use this. And they also use a blow dryer. Not a blow dryer, but a little mini blow dryer thing. And see how that lightens it up when I add that? Close. If I have a dryer, it's going to be able to, I would have more control over it, okay? But we can still make something cool. So there's the difference. So when I did the one mixed with the alcohol, see how it came out lighter. So like if I want to make this area lighter, you can move it around. You can also blow it. You can also get like a little mini blow dryer. And they might be expensive, so you could always even get one of those little blow dryers that you use to dry your lashes. They're only about $8. And you can plug them in. See? So then see how there's a difference there. So there's light and dark. So, and then let's say you didn't mix, or you were like, oh, I want to use this other color and I forgot to mix it. Then what you could do is you could add some, just playing with it, sorry. You could add just some alcohol to it, like this. There. And then it lightens it up. So like, let's say you're doing something and you're like, oh, I want it to be a little bit lighter here. Maybe a little bit lighter here. And you can just add a drop of alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Of course, you don't have to get your vodka out, okay? All right, I'm making a joke. Then I have this sapphire blue, and I don't know if, I think I mixed it. I think all the colors that I put in here, I mixed, and then I named them. So I get them from here, and then got these bottles, and then I mixed them with the alcohol. And then I like to put the lid back on it. It is so tiny. I don't even know if you could get paint through these or not. I've often wondered if I could get glue through it or something, like if I wanted to do a thin layer of glitter or something. All right, so let's just see. Kind of want to put a little bit of blue down. Okay, now see, that's pretty dang dark. Oops, I need to keep this lid off. That's a very dark. Mm. Now it's making kind of a green because I'm mixing the two together. I hope you guys can see that. I'm making some lines a little bit. So I mix it. So you can see it's making a little bit of a pattern. Now if I do this, let's see if it'll grab some of the color. Oh, it wants to just grab it outwardly. Okay. There we go. Kind of roll it a little bit. Kind of wanted to cover that little white spot. It just kind of wants to stay white. Okay, so then there's that. I think I want to do a little more blue over here, so maybe I'll just put some, I don't want there to be a lot of blending right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze out some, well there's gonna be though, because that just went into that. Now you can put this in epoxy too. I don't know if I told you guys that. Isn't that cool? guess I could use a stick too. I can use a stick to move it. I'm just playing around with it here. Trying to make this kind of be like the sun, but it was making green and make this be more blue, like some clouds. And just kind of hold it, and then you can move it down and hold it or blow on it. And you will be able to create some lines that way. Just kind of blow on it. Bring it back down. Back down. Ooh, I like that purple, and I wanted to do kind of a purplish color. Let's see, I have that's cobalt. I don't want to do that. I have a lilac, I think, or berry color. Let me find it. Oh, maybe it's in here. Kiwi. It's not kiwi. What's this one? Crayon. This one is ocean. Ocean's probably very pretty, but I really kind of want to put a purplish color in there. Like, okay, this one. Lilac. That's what I want to put in there. And I do think I want to put a little more yellow, but I'm going to give that a little chance to dry a little bit. Okay. Oh, whoops. I thought that was my, sorry. I thought that was my alcohol. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want you going that way. No, no, no. Okay. I do kind of want to roll it off the side a little bit. Oops. Oh, God, I didn't want to create those lines, though. So, see, if you do something like that, then I think you can fix it by, if you quickly enough, do this. Then you're going to have some lines, but it's not going to look like a runoff, okay? See, so there. So there it's mixed. I'm not really liking this blue, how it's like a line, because I want it to be more of like a circle. There, like that. I'm gonna kind of try to cover that up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go up here. And kind of move it around. I really need to have like a little blow dryer thing. Which I have one, I just need to plug it in and charge it up. Whoops. But, oh, darn it. They do have a little bit of a mind of their own, as you can see. I think think a darker purple in here might be really pretty, instead of just lightening it up. I'll let it kind of mix a little bit, but I don't want it to go up too high. I want you guys to be able to see that. I did want this to be darker over here. I really want this to cover right here, so I'm just going to use my stick, because I want that to cover right down there, like that. Okay, because I want that part to be darker. And then I kind of want to lighten, maybe a little bit darker right here. Oops. And then of course it starts wanting to do its thing, which I don't want it to go up too much, so I'm going to kind of help to guide it down. Maybe you guys can see it better if I do it like that. I want it to kind of go down. Oops. You guys see it better if I do it like this? So I want this to cover here, so I'm going to use my stick. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to blue. Oh, it's going to mix with this though. I'm going to kind of bring this down a little bit, so that it's not so inclined to mix with all the blue that I'm gonna put. It's gonna mix a little bit, but there. Perhaps I'll bring it down a little bit with the ink like that. Run it off a little bit. Okay. Maybe I could just do that. If I had a brush, I could probably do that too. I'm just using my stick because my stick's right here to kind of get into those areas where it stayed white. I like that purple right there. Okay. Then perhaps run it down a little bit like that. And all the way down, and maybe just up the side a little bit there for a second. And off. Okay, now what I want to do here, I should have done it facing you this whole time instead of facing me, is I want to add a little more of the lemon, but I want that to dry a little bit because I don't want this all running this way. I think I bought all those colors, you guys, for like maybe $15 or $17 or something, if you're wondering how much it costs. They are less expensive than acrylic paints. Okay. So I'm lifting this a little bit so that it doesn't run into my blue too much, okay? So I hope you can still see this really good as I go around it. I just don't want it to do that. So I'm kind of giving it a bit of an outline here with the light color. See that? And I think, oops, it's dry, so I may just try to move, oops. It's coming out like crazy. Just gonna try to move that right there. Okay, so it did a little thing. That's okay, that's cool. Now what I'm gonna do is, whoops, I'm gonna use the yellow, the strong yellow right in here. So I kind of want it to just kind of look like clouds in the sun. It's really kind of like my goal, but you know, it's abstract, so it's really just whatever you see. It's a 5x7. You can frame it. You know, if you find some really affordable frames, or you know, you can even put some kind of a border around it, or put it on the backing of a different color paper to decorate with. If you want to decorate on a budget, or you want it, or you can even like turn it into a card by putting this onto cardstock. And you could always have a message on the back. It doesn't have to be a card that you open up, right? So you could make your own cards. It'll save you a lot of money because, man, cards have gotten super expensive. Whoops, oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's still drying. I still have to get used to that. So let me bring you down for a close-up. I hope that you can see it really good. And I hope you enjoyed this fun little video right here. If you want to see more, I can do more. I just have been really wanting to play with some alcohol inks lately. And I just haven't been able to do so. So there we go. There we have it. And it's really fun doing it with the oh gosh, I can't even think of the word right now. With the metallics. So if I find the metallics, I may just go ahead and do another one. All right. Do I have to go? Let me see if I stand up on here. If I can turn it off from here. Yeah. Here it is close up. So let's just get into a little bit more here so you can see the differences in the colors. You can make a lot of lines in them. See, there are some lines, but you can get like a little blow dryer for them. In fact, I'll make one again soon, and I have a little dryer for my eyelashes, for when I clean my eyelashes, to dry them, to make them look more full, and I'll use that. And I'll show you how you can move the paint around that way. Now that it's finished, you know, let's say that I decide that purple, like right here, let's say I decide like that's just, it's not, you know, it's not enough. I don't like it. It's too solid. And I could just put a little drop of the alcohol on there. There. And it will create lines. Whoops, sorry about that. And it will start doing some magic there. See that? Just doing its thing. And then you could work with it and make it do what you want it to do. So it'll be dry in just a few minutes. So yeah. All right. I hope you guys are having a great day. Peace. Here's the chair I was going to sit on, but Kiki got on my lap and let me know she wanted to sit in the chair. So I'm sitting on the step stool.